I actually think this might be individually the worst agent on launch. It's honestly it's tied in my mind between this one and Harbor in my opinion. Like it feels really bad. I think the fucked up thing is I don't think you can buff the character. Like I don't think you can buff the character until you see how good it is in pro. If it's okay and not that great in pro, then I think you could probably buff it, but I think like in itself it feels so fucking bad to use. There's only like some moments where, like for example that time where I threw the hinder and then the enemy team was like stuck in it and they were jumping. Like that's like one moment where the character is good. But everything else, I know 100% I would have played 100 times better if I didn't use a single ability and I just was like gun out 24/7. What do you think would be best at Waylay? I'm not too sure. I think it's a duelist player that like not only would be like fearless, knows how to take space, but like a duelist player that knows how to set people up as well. I don't think this is like a standard duelist. Like every other duelist can play for themselves. Like Jet has this like the normal like dash that you can activate when you're in trouble. Cloudburst, updraft, knives are like pretty strong. ISO has a fucking barrier for himself. Neon has slides, stuns off walls, crazy ult, a wall to help her entry. Raze has insane movement speed with the satchels and instant gun out. Nade to like kill people in corners. The ult for the entry as well is pretty broken. Roomba to basically bait and scout ahead. Reina has a flash to like throw for herself and then heal, dismiss, like if you whatever one. What other duelists am I missing? Yoru is pretty strong. I mean, I think this character I think Yoru is like similar to Waylay in a way of like this character can feel supportive in a way, but this character also feels like a duelist. Whereas this one, you feel like it feels like I'm in a Skydog when I dash in and I just like teleport out, and then I have 2 support util. So 2 of my abilities are gone, and then I just have 2 supporting abilities. Like it's not like a proper like dive. Like if Waylay goes in, you don't have anything for yourself other than hinder, and you just I pray to that's one if you hit the hinder, and then 2 you pray to God that they can't put their crosshair on your head because it only just slows your like shooting speed down. This character like you can teleport in with your own flashes and a clone and the ult to like fuck with people. So I actually do think like maybe even launch ISO, I think this might be the worst duelist individually. Like ISO did feel pretty bad on launch, but at the same time, if you were shooting people with ISO, like it's like a funny thing. I said I'd play better with Waylay if I just had my gun out. Well, that was like kind of how ISO was. ISO was just so bad, and it's basically like Rainbow Six Siege like recruit. Like you don't have any kit, but you have a fucking barrier. Why you skip Phoenix? I mean, Phoenix is like self-explanatory. You have flashes, a wall, a second life, a molly. Like every other duelist has amazing self-sufficiency, and Waylay does not. But I truly think this character will be good in pro play. I think the abilities are just so fucking annoying, and if you pair it together with something else, it'd be really unfun to play against. Like I'd be surprised if G2 isn't running this character, because this seems like a G2 like kind of character where like you just bombard people with util and you just play like proper numbers and stuff.